Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen, and today I'm going to be doing some DIYs with thrifted glassware or vases or things like that that I found from yard sales. They cost $1 and under, which is amazing deals for glassware. So let's get in to see what I created for Christmas. All right, so I started off with everything in my spray tent, and I'm just kind of laying everything out. I'm going to be spray painting these in the same colors, and then this is the first DIY I'm going to be doing is with this. Kind of looks like a little milk jar, so I decided that I'm going to be doing this one first because it's going to be sort of a farmhouse type theme, as I love so much. I'm just using the Ultra Matte Spray Paint by Rust-Oleum in the white, and it's just my favorite spray paint. I love the matte more than gloss 100%. So this is what it looks like once it's painted, and I'm using a silk screen transfer. This one I picked up at Michael's, and it came with like farmhouse and a couple different farm animals. They were $5 on clearance a while ago. I don't know if they still have them available. Someone recently kind of said that they found some of these. Also, I'm using the Chalkateur chalk paste in the color Velvet, which is just good old black. And then once this was done, I love peeling these back and seeing the fun little reveal. I think this is so satisfying to watch, especially when you're crafting, and it looks so good just as is. So I had to take some gingham ribbon and just tie a bow around the top. And then since this is a Christmas video, we're going to make this a little more Christmassy, but it's going to be a functional way that you can also make it un-Christmassy. And is Christmassy a word? I think Christmassy is definitely a word when we're dealing with Christmas. So tying this in a bow, and then I found some really cute little Santa hats from Hobby Lobby. I had to go back and pick up these Santa hats because I have a few different ideas with them, which I am super excited to share later on in a different video. But this one, I'm just using some double-sided sticky tape, and we're going to just put this little hat right on this cow, and voila, you have a really cute Christmas cow jar. But when it's not Christmas anymore, you can just take that hat right off, and it's everyday home decor. Next, I'm going to be using this jar right here. This did need 2 coats of spray paint just to cover up that writing that was on there. It was kind of peeking through, so 1 more coat, no big deal. Once that was all dry, I decided to use a Chalkateur stencil. I love these silkscreen transfers. I just think they always make everything look so nice, and I always forget that I can use them on jars. So I love using silkscreen transfers like this, and then I also really enjoy using rub-on transfers. I need to find some for Christmas because I think they would look super cute on jars as well. This one says Reindeer Crossing, and I'm just going to be using the crimson red just to put over this entire thing. I picked this up last year, but I feel like they still have this in stock this year as well. If not, they have so many cute Christmas silkscreen transfers. I will link in the description box. I think this year is probably the best year for Chalkateur transfers. And then once this was done, I peeled it back and then just added some really cute berries. And I'm using a lot of the greenery and berries from last year. I found a ton at Joann's a couple years ago, and I just kind of reuse different florals and things like that because I like changing out my decor pretty much every single year since I make a ton. This is a DIY. I'm using a charcoal chalk paint spray paint. This is by Rust-Oleum as well. And I decided to do 2 of these vases, which I will show you the other one in a little bit. But we're going to go with this jar that was just like this white one. They were $1 at a yard sale. I found this really cute garland for $1 at Dollar General this year. I just wrapped it around and added some berries. And I think those berries were actually from Dollar Tree quite a few years ago. They used to have some really, really high-end typed berries. But if you can't find something like that, you could probably check out Hobby Lobby. When they have 50% off, you actually can find some pretty good deals there. DIY, I'll be using these window clings, and I'll be using this little jar or container. This is not glass, it's actually tin. It kind of reminds me of a little coffee mug because I don't know, there's something about that lid that I think is super cute. It reminds me of something you'd put on top of a pot or something like that, but I don't know. I really liked this, and it kind of has like a good fit to the top, so if you did want to add cookies or something in here, you could. I picked this up at Goodwill. It was $1.29, and I'm just going to be adding this window cling right on the front of this, cookies for Santa. So you could add some cookies in here if you chose. I do wash all of my stuff in the dishwasher, so it's all super hot, it's all super clean. So if you guys are worried about thrifted items, in the summertime, I do like take a hose and spray them, or if I'm actually going to be like using these, I will put them in my dishwasher. And I decided to add a cute little gingerbread ornament, and this is from the Target Dollar Spot this year. Next up is that chicken coffee canister container. This is glass as well, or ceramic, and I'm just using that ultra matte white spray paint by Rust-Oleum once again, and I'm just giving this a good coat. This one also needed 2 coats of spray paint, and that other vase that I'm showing, I actually spray painted it white, but I did not actually do anything with it in this video, so make sure that, or hopefully there'll be a part 2. I always need to like bite my tongue sometimes when I say things because I never know if there's going to be a part 2 or another glass thrift DIY video. But if you guys like this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up, just so I know that you guys do like it, or comment and let me know in the comments below. And then maybe I will be using that glass vase in a different video. Anyways, back on to this little ceramic coffee maker. I used a fabric bag like this in my mason jar video. So if you haven't checked out that, I'll link it in the description box below. But I loved taking this. This did not spray paint as nice as I thought. There was a lot of drips and runs. So I decided just to cover it up with a fabric bag. So if you have some of these and you don't know what to do with them, it is really, they look so cute. Just wrapping around types of mason jars or any kind of jar really. And then these picks came from Dollar Tree and Dollar General, I think. And then I'm just going to be putting a bunch of these inside and then adding this snowflake. I think that came from an ornament or something. It came from something because I have quite a few of them, and it was on some sort of sign or something from Dollar Tree. And then I'm just going to be gluing that ornament and that snowflake right to the center of that fabric bag. Be using this vase now, and this is that Rust-Oleum chalked spray paint in the color charcoal, and be spray painting this vase. You already saw kind of mixing up my video footage just a little bit, but I want to show you just a fun little process. This spray paint is absolutely amazing. I had no runs. It's starting to get a little bit colder here where I live, so I'm not going to be spray painting a ton, but it does make time go by so much faster. And when it comes to glass, I don't like taking a paintbrush and paint to glass. I would much rather spray paint. I think it just leaves a nicer finish on them. But the choice is yours, and if you live in really hot weather, you're not going to want to spray paint. You live in really cold weather, you're also not going to spray paint. So if you live in mediocre weather and can spray paint all year long, I envy you so much. But I'm just going to be spray painting this, and then I decided to add some snowflakes to the side of this. I had a snowflake like long pick, and I think this one was from Joann's, and I just cut this down and glued the snowflakes all around the vase. That is it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing. And that is all. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.